All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, ladies. How are you?
Good to see y'all.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
We are back. Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening to those of you who are joining us tonight. This is the Woman to Woman show. We are back from our summer break. A little bit more than a summer break, but we are back and we are excited to be with you tonight. And we're going to just spend some time reintroducing ourselves, talking a little bit about what we've been up to while we were away. And we hope that you will get something from whatever we share with you tonight.
Yes,
So, how are you ladies doing? How you been?
doing great. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So let's go around and introduce ourselves. Netta, we could start with you.
Okay. My name is Manetta Fields. I am the owner of Holistically Motivated LLC. I have over 30 years as a credentialed healthcare professional, lots of experience in that area, but I've transitioned from more the conventional to the holistic perspective. I can be found on social media, Holistically Motivated LLC on Instagram, Holistically Motivated on Facebook, and you can reach me via email holistically.motivated@gmail.com. I also am pleased to be a certified coach specializing in the Gallup strengths. And I have just had a great time doing all of those things while we were on break.
So tell us a little bit about your journey. Like, how did you get to where you are?
Okay. So just know that I will be very vague in some of the words that I use. But what happened is our son was diagnosed with respiratory challenges as a child. And one that many are diagnosed with, unfortunately. And we did the conventional for 13 years. And that looked like 4 prescription meds every time the seasons changed. And if there was any other type of illness in between, we were probably on something again. Again, 13 years of that. And then we started to see some negative side effects from that therapy. And so, with that being said, as mom, we got to find a way to support our babies. And again, as a conventionally trained healthcare professional, that's all I knew to do. But when I started to see the negative side effects, I started to dig and research and become certified in a whole lot of different things to discover holistic approaches to supporting his wellness. And I am super, super excited to say that since that day in 2017, he's not had one prescription medication.
Wow.
So I'm just hugely supportive of what God makes. He made us and he made the plants, and they know how to work together.
Okay. So you basically help women or men or people
Families.
find natural remedies,
Mhm.
so to take care of their bodies.
Absolutely. And it's not a one size fits all because, as we know, we're all unique. So
Mhm.
the therapies we may need or support we may need would be different. And so, with that being said, we dig in. We talk about what you're feeding your body. We talk about what their exercise looks like. We talk about how much water you're getting in. We talk about the toxic load in the body. So, lots of different approaches to arrive at the desired outcome.
Nice, nice. Well, thanks for sharing. Welcome back. Glad to see you.
Thank you.
Sheila, what you been up to on this break that we took?
Listen, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Sheila Isom. I am an insurance claims professional. I have been in that industry now for about 36 years. And on the side, I am an independent stylist for Color Street. We sell nail strips, and we've actually now broadened our portfolio. So we do have makeup, and of course we have some nail care items too. So you can always check me out. But if you want your nails to be looking good and inexpensive and a little healthier for you, check me out. And I am also proud to say that I am a notary public. So it's something that I've been wanting to do for years. I finally did it. And that's something else that I need to broaden as well and branch out and check out some how that's going to be to my advantage. There are lots of avenues that you can actually take with being a notary. So part of that includes some studying that I have to buckle down and do. So that's what I do on the side. But as far as what I've done during our summer break, first and foremost, let me say that I have missed my sisters. So I am so glad that we are back, and better than ever is what we're going to be, right?
Yes.
So I decided that I was just going to live this summer and enjoy my life. So that meant, first and foremost, it's always at the top, got to give honor to God. But a lot of time I've spent indulging in what I would like to see as one of my future passion, which is learning more and more about wines. I keep saying that if I ever hit it big, then my next career path will be to become a sommelier.
Nice.
I love wine, and I love the essence behind wines and the different flavors and how they're made and where they're made. So there's a lot to it, learning about the tastes and the aromas and things like that. So I've done a lot of wining since we've been on break. I've also done some traveling, got a chance to go to Martha's Vineyards for the first time. A lot of local stuff too. So I just decided that, I was going to really enjoy life, because you see so much death and destruction around you. And it's always, just waking up in the morning by God's grace is a reminder that life is precious. Right. So I've decided that I'm not going to throw away my life, and I'm going to enjoy the fruits of God's labor, because these are the things that he put together for us.
Nice. Well, thank you. So good evening. Good evening. If you are just joining us, this is the Woman to Woman show. We are back after taking a little summer break to refresh, renew, revive. We are women over the age of 50 or 50 something ish women, and proud to say that. And this show is a platform for women who are Gen X and men who are Gen X, but we welcome everyone. And we are excited because we built this platform, and we are here because we want women who are like us to know, just like Sheila said, that you can still live in your 50s. It's not too late, right? And so we're back from a break, and we're just going around and reintroducing ourselves and sharing what we did on our break. And so I'm going to ask my sister Gina to come on in and share who she is and what she did on this break.
Hi, y'all. A lot of folks know me as Chef Regina, but I want to give a little broader spectrum. I have over 20 plus years in the nonprofit sector, working with families, women, and children. And a lot of my career has been around supporting uh, women and families to transition and become more whole, whether it's with job readiness or um, providing a resource to get to their next level. And what I do in my business, I decided that it was super important to use those skill sets and to form RHN Unlimited. And I always had a passion, no matter what, working with children, whether it was Sunday school, nursery, work, just because, just children. So what I love about what I'm doing now is I still work in another nonprofit while I'm building. And that's the one thing I want y'all to take away with. You can build. It doesn't have to be separate. You don't have to stop cold. Say, "Oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, so I'm not going to work. I'm just going to focus on me." Well, that would not be necessarily the best thing to do without a plan. So I'm fortunate to be working now while building Origin Unlimited. So I'm excited because over the summer, I really had some really great conversations with some of the connections that work with the schools in New York City. And I just finished doing a really fun workshop about a week and a half ago with some parents. I did a parent engagement workshop, and it was actually on how to engage with their children. And as a mother of 4 now adults, like I can't believe I'm saying it out loud, like they're all grown, no more babies. So it was really great to take what I've learned over the experience, plus the professional skill sets that I've had from my career, and support that into presenting really great resource and ideas to the parents on how to really engage and be present for their children. And one of the things that I wanted to share is that I wasn't telling them what to do because they were already doing a job of being a parent.
Mm.
They were already doing a job of being there. My role was to empower them with some more resources, ideas on how to further do what they've already been doing, which is being the best parents they can possibly be.
Mm.
And so that was like one of the highlights of my time away. Um, I also had to go pay my respects to one of my aunts, my final aunt on my mom's side. She passed away earlier this year. So that was something, because um, it's always different when you lose a loved one. And, we have different experiences and depending on the levels of the relationship, you're left thinking about what you could have done, conversations that you didn't have and things that you wanted to do. So around this time of year, this is when these thoughts like come up. And so I'm learning how to be grateful and to be intentional with connecting with my loved ones. And even if I can't see them in person, um, to do better with communicating. So, and that's even in your business. If you don't communicate who you are and what you're about,
Mhm.
how can people access your resource? Like, we got to get out of our comfort zones and share and tell what it is we offer for people that want what we have. So I love the idea of learning how to do that better. Um, and I love being here. I've missed us too. I'm coming together because there's always some great gems and jewels that are dropped and shared. And it's nice to be around women that are seasoned, sassy, smart, and seeking the Lord all the time and really want to pour into each other and the people that we share this platform with. So I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. Definitely, I know we all needed a break, right? We needed time to refresh, renew, work on some things. And so, for those of you who are just joining us, this is the Woman to Woman show. We took a little break this summer, so some of you may have been with us before the break, and some of you may be new, but we're back and we're better than ever. we are refreshed, renewed. We're back. We're excited to be back. We are here for, we say the Gen X, right? But we welcome everybody. But our platform really is to share with women who are like us, who look like us, and maybe not look like us, but they are in our age range and they are at a point where they feel like, you know what, it's too late for me. And we want you to know it's not too late because all of us, I would say, probably started our journeys of being entrepreneurs in our 50s, right? So it's never too late to live and to do what you were created to do. And because as you have heard from my sisters, and you will continue to hear other shows that we have going forward, a lot of us ended up where we are because of one, our passions, but also because we're using our talents and gifts that God has given us, right, to help the individuals that He has assigned to us. And so that's why we're here. And I guess it is my turn to introduce myself. And so my name is Theodora Carter. I am a certified life coach. And I got here by way of healing. So I will say this. I met, Trey Kearney years ago, and I went through an experience that I needed to heal from, and I reconnected with her. And during that healing journey of coaching and then also therapy, I'm a big proponent of therapy, and you guys will hear me talk about that a lot. I decided that I was going to, like Sheila said, live the life that I really truly desired to live. Because I will tell anybody, I had a good life, right? I have a fantastic career. I am well respected in my career. I am really great at what I do, but I was not living and working in my passion. And so now I am a certified life and career coach. And my passion is to help other women navigate the twists and turns, the challenges and obstacles that come up in life that hinder them from living the life that they desire to live. Right. And then on my other lane is I've taken my HR profession that I've thrived in all of these years, and I've created an HR consulting firm where I help small businesses that may not necessarily need a full-time HR department by providing external HR support. And so I'm excited to be back. I'm also a published author, which Gina, I'm going to need you. We're going to come back and circle around to you to talk about your book that you contributed to, but I'm also a published author. I collaborated with 5 other women to write a chapter in a book. I also truly believe that healing is a choice. It's not easy, but it is a choice. And so that's another platform that you will hear me talk a lot about. And over my summer break, I experienced a lot of loss. I want to say, probably 3 family members and a coworker unexpectedly, right? And thankfully, because I have been on this healing journey and have kind of been navigating how to heal, it's easier for me to deal. It's not that I just get over it, but it's easier for me to push through it. But I also have decided, for those people that are no longer here that I love, that I'm going to live harder. I'm going to do more. I'm going to live my life in honor of them. So this summer, was a little challenging for me because I did have a lot of, loss over the summer, but I made it. And I'm here, and I'm excited to be here with my sisters. And we want to know what you guys want to hear from us. So I'm gonna circle back to Gina, but in the meantime, I'm gonna say, if you're here and you're listening to us, if you have questions for any of us, please put them in the chat. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have for us. And Gina, tell us a little bit about your book.
Thank you, Thea. So the name of the anthology I'm a part of is called "It's Your Time, Sis." And when I tell you everything that happened that allowed me to be part of this was nothing short of God's grace. Because I had been offered at least twice to be part of an anthology of the I'll say the vision behind it. Her name is Shaquan Hoke. And she kept saying, "Come on." And I was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good." You know how you be like, "Yeah, I'm not ready. I don't really got nothing to say. Thank you very much, but I'm good." So this time around, it was something about "It's Your Time." Like we were saying how we've done different things for different reasons. She was living full out. She had a really, robust summer. Theo had different challenges, but she overcame them with community and Monetta, she's doing what she's doing as far as really expanding, helping people appreciate what holistic really means and expanding that and doing what she does. I I didn't realize that I was dragging it and that I had something to offer. I had something to share. Sometimes we think what we have is exclusive to us and that we don't know if people are going to connect or relate to what it is that we're experiencing. Like we're the only one that are going through what we've gone through, and nobody else can relate to what we've been through because it's been us that been through it. And I feel like the Father said, look here, sugar. Ain't nothing new under the sun. So you may want to go ahead and get off of that perch you on and open up, right? And share. And maybe you can encourage some other ones that have been through similar experiences and they can connect to how you are overcoming. I won't say I've overcome, but I continue to overcome because challenges won't stop because you hit a high point. And so I got to share my journey and how I realized that I was holding on to some negative stuff and what I needed to do to let it go. So my chapter is called Restocking Your Pantry.
Wow.
And it's a metaphor for, basically clearing out what isn't good for you emotionally and spiritually, the negative thoughts and, things you perceived to be real that aren't, and the growth and what that takes. So I was and I still am very happy to be part of this wonderful anthology with 11 authors, including myself. And the stories were I was really moved by the other authors and their shares. So, and I think that's what I needed to see, that all of us were equally impressed by what the other one shared. And I said, wow, I would have missed that being the regular Regina. So
wow.
I had to step out of that so that I can be who I'm supposed to be for the people that needed to experience and read that. So I'm happy about that. I have books and people can order them and that sort of thing. But the experience I had out of that, y'all, is I did that in my 50s. Like Theo said, we're all in our 50s. Who knew? I didn't. That I'd be an author at 50 something. I'm like, what the stuff is stuff? Because we live, y'all. What the stuff is stuff, right? So I'm really excited because y'all, we don't stop until we stop.
Right.
As long as we have breath in our lungs and we able to think with a sound mind, you don't know what you can accomplish. So don't give up. Don't let age be a factor. Don't let how much you think you're supposed to know be a factor. We can learn new things. We can learn how to expand what it is we have in our heart to know. Shucks, Netta's over 30 years in the health industry, and she transitioned to doing something that created her own lane.
Yeah.
Right. So we can learn from what we already have, the experience and knowledge, and don't be afraid, y'all, to try something new.
That's right.
Before we can't try nothing. Because when this comes, we can't try nothing.
Look at you dropping all these gems.
I'm sorry, you're not getting excited. You're not getting excited.
But it's so true. Like, as you were talking, I remember when I said yes, right, to writing this book. And then I said, okay, what am I going to put in this chapter, right? But the experience was great. But like you said, just reading the other 5 women's stories was amazing. But, I'm excited to be back because, like you said, I literally during this hiatus really was like, you know what, I'm coming back strong and I'm believing bigger, right? For all of us.
Yeah.
I'm believing bigger, and I'm even this week, like one of my word for the month outside of just gratitude is believe, right? Because if we don't believe we can do it, it's not going to happen. It all starts here. It starts in your mind. It starts with what you tell yourself you can do. And then you know, I'm a coach, but I have coaches, and Netta is one of my coaches. And so Netta is working with me on my strengths, right? And how I really can utilize those in just being and living and being better. So then I'm just going to ask you to tell us a little bit about the strength work that we're doing.
So, for those who may not know, Gallup is a very well-known company or organization, and they have something called Strength Finders. And I love Strength Finders because it highlights your uniqueness. Now, we're familiar with personality tests, and those group you together. Whereas this one highlights how beautifully created you are and how you show up, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your family, or even finances and how you take care of your health. All of those things are impacted about how you are created, right? So, like with Theo's strength report, so there are 34 categories, and we focus on up to maybe 14 or 15, depending on how many of those that person uses on a regular basis. And most people focus on, right, what is wrong when we go to school? When we make that 94 on the test, do we celebrate the 94 or look at why we didn't get 100?
Why
You
we didn't
focus
get
on,
100?
right. It's the few things that went wrong. And so in this strengths, you focus on what is so beautiful about you, but it's also a great way to highlight the areas that are not your strengths, to become aware of them so you don't have to use them because you've been successful in life. So you didn't need them to be who you are. So it's just great to be aware of those. And it also helps in relationships because if you're aware of strengths, you can look at a person and understand whether they're a relationship builder, whether they're a strategic thinker, whether they're executor, or whether they're influencer. People who command a room, those are huge influencers. And so we get to understand what their gifts are and what ours are, and we can work together versus looking at, I wish I had. Nope. Everything you need, you have. It's just how you use it and becoming more aware of the evidence that's already been created. So you collect that evidence and use it in support of where you're going, getting clear on your goals, but it gives you the how that you need to know. So it's all about focusing on you and how you show up in every area of life and making you feel more confident and embracing those things that are unique about you, because we know we're fearfully and wonderfully made. What that means to me is there's nobody like you. So don't try to be anybody else. Celebrate you and embrace that.
Nice. Well, so you have joined, if you're just joining, the Women to Women show. We are back. We have no set topic tonight because we've been away from each other for, I think about 3 months, 4 months, because we took a little bit more than the summer. And so we are just really excited to be back with each other. So we're kind of sharing what we did on our break. We're reintroducing ourselves to some of you. Some of you already know us. And, we're excited about what's to come. And so, we're not going to belabor the time. So I'm going to ask each lady to go around and share, their final thought and to tell you where you can follow them and find them. And I hope you follow each and every one of us. But I do want to say that we do want to hear from you. So please let us know what topics you would like to hear. This season is going to be different. We're going to be coming with, different topics focused around health and wine and cooking and, mindset. So we're going to be sharing, but we also are going to be talking a lot about living, right? Living, like really living. Like we're hoping to help the one person, right? We always say we're here for the one person that's stuck, the one person that feels like they can't move forward, the one person that feels like, it's too late for me. We are here to share our stories, our journeys, and just talk about different topics to help you get unstuck and live the life that you were created to live and you desire to live and deserve to live, right? Because the word of God, we're going to tell you, we're all believers. If you're not a believer, that's fine. Please be here. We're not trying to offend you, but we are all believers. And we believe the word of God that says in John 10:10 that God means for us all to live an abundant life. Right. And that doesn't just mean money.
Right.
That means an abundance of peace. Right.
Mhm.
You know, being healthy. Right. So we're going to be talking about that, like living a healthy lifestyle. We're going to be talking about how you keep your peace of mind. We're going to be sharing our journeys, our tips, and we're going to let you know. Some of us are coaches, right? Some of us are not, but we're going to let you know everything we do, it doesn't come easy.
Right.
We're not perfect. We struggle, we trip up, and we're going to share that with you. So that's another thing. But the one thing you're also going to get from us is you're going to get some nice, wholesome conversation. So if you're looking for some scandalous stuff, you're not going to find it on the Woman to Woman show. Because that's not what we're doing over here. So who wants to go first with their final thought?
Listen, I'll just say that, and as long as Pookie and them don't come out, there won't be any scandals. Yes, to echo what Theo was saying is that, we are here for you, as well as for ourselves, because while we're here, we have the platform and we do the talking. Listen, we learn from each other every time we get together. And if you've been following us, we've also mentioned the after show. When we sign off here, the after show continues, and we are talking about so much more. And that's sometimes how we get our topics for the next show. But this is interactive. We want you to participate. Type your questions or your comments in for us. Give us show ideas, because, again, we want to be able to be here for you. And we had talked about it. It's just, so my closing words are live and breathe. There is a power to breathing. Whether you are taking it all in and appreciating your surroundings, or breathing out to let go of a lot of things. Breathe, but enjoy your life.
That's good. That's good. I'm just going to go in the order. Gina?
Okay. So what I'm going to say is it's okay to be authentically yourself. And while we do...
Oh, she froze.
Oh, no.
Oh. Okay, so I'll go. Oh, there she's back.
You back? We can't hear you.
Now we can't hear you.
Can't hear you. You lost sound.
No, we can't hear you.
Okay. So I'll just say we're here with pure hearts and intentions. What you see is what you get. We are not here to be pretentious. We're not here for any type of fanfare. We're literally here sharing from our experiences of life. And a lot of people aren't authentic and not open with their experiences in life. But we are here just to do that and know that everything we share is coming from a pure place. So receive it in that way. Everybody in the world is not negative and looking for a way to get over and to slight you. We are here as a collective group of women just to show love and support and encouragement. So if you need your daily dose or your weekly dose of a pick-me-up, just join us. We are here to love on you as your big sister, your auntie, your cousin. We're just here to show you some love, and we are grateful that you've given us this space in your life.
Yes. Gina?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
We
can.
can hear you.
Hey, okay. So, like Netta was saying earlier, when she was talking about the strength test, it shows the differences about us, how we are unique in what we do. I say it's okay and be truly who you are, right? Um, just right now, if y'all are looking at us right now on YouTube, you can see that one of us is not looking like the other. And Javon.
Okay, now where this about to go?
And that would be me, right? Because all of our backdrops are not
Oh,
are different. All of us are the same except one. That's me. And I was like, you know what? That's okay. When I came, I was like, dang, they packing is nice. I said, we ain't got time for that. This is live, y'all. We're gonna do what's up. But the beauty of that is that it didn't stop me from saying what I wanted to say and be present and be collectively together. And so wherever you are and what you're doing, you're not meant to be a copycat of the person that you work with, the members of your family. You are uniquely who you are. While we like some of the things that a person may do, or how they present themselves, remember, don't begrudge who you are and the gifts that are you. So I would just say, in this holiday where people are thinking about what they're going to get and what they're going to do, be comfortable with who you are. That's
Mhm.
the best gift that you can give, is being yourself.
So I mean, I think my sisters have said everything. The one thing I will say, I will just piggyback off of Gina, as we call her, and say, definitely for me in this season, and you're gonna probably hear it a lot, it's me versus me.
Mhm.
So the one thing that I would say to anybody that's watching right now is, right, stop looking at other people and comparing yourself to those people. Your only competition should be you. Every day when you wake up, your goal is to be better than you were the day before. That's my goal. Every day I get up, my goal is to be better than I was the day before. But my other goal is to make sure that I am using every gift and talent that God has given me to help other women live the life that they desire to live. Because I will tell you, and you will hear it as we talk throughout this season, right? I have struggled with functional depression, right? But I was one of those people that walked around with a mask where I was like, I'm okay, right? And so the one thing we are hoping that you will get from joining us every week is that you will learn how to be your true and authentic self, but you will also learn that it's okay to say, I'm not okay.
Right.
It's okay to fail, because failure means that you're going to succeed, right? You will learn that it's okay to not be okay. And you will learn that one of the most important things in life, aside just living and breathing, is having a good circle of sister friends, right? That will hold you accountable, that are going to check you when you need to be checked. They're not going to tolerate and let you be foolish, right? They're going to let you know when you need to get it together. And that's what we're here to do. And so I'm going to ask everybody to tell where you can follow them. You can follow me on Facebook. I am Navigating to Intentional Living on Facebook. On Instagram, I am Theodora Carter 428. So please follow me. Next week we will return. No, next week we will be away, right? We'll be taking a little break, but we'll be back on the 20th. And please join us because we're going to be talking about gratitude, and we're going to talk about how, you know, you can celebrate this Thanksgiving holiday in a way that serves you, and that you can embrace it, right, through whatever season you're going through, right? And so, Netta, you want to share where they can follow you at?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook, Holistically Motivated, on Instagram, Holistically Motivated LLC.
And I'm Sheila. You can follow me on Facebook at SDI. That's S for Sheila, D for Denise, I for Isom, Nail Society. And you can also find me under SDI.nail.society in Instagram.
Hi, you can find me on Facebook in Regina's Baking Academy. You can also find me on Instagram at Naomi Delights, Naomi_Delights, but and we're talking like treats and goodies and baked goods and stuff. So yeah, just have to specify.
Yeah, and every day and every time you post something, I'm so not happy because I'm still waiting for the cookies you're supposed to.
Yeah, we've been waiting for about
Listen,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be one of our shows.
You know, so before we close out, sister, y'all, they asking for it. I was gonna behave. I was up here with my pearls, so now I'm gonna clutch my pearls and tell y'all. Look, I was in a season of not wanting to bake, and someone put me out of that, and it was like, I need you to do, I forgot how many cupcakes or something I did, and they asked me to do it for them. It wasn't a fee, but the fact that they wanted me to do something, it woke me up and was like, Regina, why are you sitting on why are you not using, do what you gotta do. So now I'm in that season of happy to be in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm gonna need for y'all offline. We'll talk and because we said we gonna say bye. But I just wanted to keep it real. I was like, it was chill out. I ain't fixing nothing. I'm chilling. I get home. I don't want to be bothered. But somebody's like, yeah, no, you can't do that.
No, because we're about to have you start baking and selling cookies and mailing.
Listen, and holiday season is upon us too.
Yeah, so I'm in it. I'm here. I'm present. So
all right.
Don't have us waiting another 2 years now.
No, see, that ain't even fair.
We're gonna
look. Let's talk accountability here.
We're gonna end on a sweet note.
Exactly. We're gonna end on a sweet note. We thank you for joining us. This was the Woman to Woman show. We will be back here on November 20th at 8 p.m. Put it on your calendars. We'll be looking forward to seeing you here. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.